From what we are seeing, AI is becoming truly transformative and influencing not just the economies and the businesses, but also the geopolitics of the world. And with that, India has to really gear up for AI. Of course, in India, we are very well positioned because we have one of the largest talent pools for AI globally and probably the most thriving ecosystem of startups after the Silicon Valley. However, there are also a few challenges that India faces, that while we have such a great talent pool, we are definitely lagging behind in original research, producing AI products from the country. If you look at research, US, China are way ahead of us. If you just see the number of papers published, I think China published more than 450,000 papers in the last 10 years. The US published maybe 320, 330,000 papers. India published 85,000 papers. But the quality is where the question becomes even more stark. When we see the papers that were presented in good quality global AI conferences, then India's share in that is 1.5%. So clearly there is a need to focus more on developing the talent to become differentiated, creating a research environment within the country, and really coming up with more groundbreaking research from India itself.
Sir, do you see India exporting AI products and services globally the way IT services scaled in year 2000?
Absolutely. I think India is already doing that. If you look at even the large global product companies that are developing AI solutions, many of them have very large centers in India doing R&D and cutting edge work in India. And then there are Indian companies which are doing some very cutting edge work. They are like the services companies, they are already providing AI solutions for many global firms. When it comes to AI products is where I think India has to do more. And I think that a solid government and private partnership can make it happen. Because what is needed for AI products is, of course, the compute environment that we all hear about and the GPUs and the data centers. But beyond that, what you need is large data availability, which the government has, in India has, and secondly, very large problems to solve, which also we have, right, in healthcare or education or agriculture. If we bring all of these together, we can create some products which can then be scaled globally.
Is it what support the AI ecosystem needs from government?
I think the India AI mission that the government has launched is already a step in the right direction. And I think the typical support, if we look at examples across the world, we can see China, how they have developed their ecosystem. So I think that sometimes we think of support only as what is allocated in the budget or maybe only on compute. But I think the one big support that the government can give is actually opening up its large problems, right? Giving large use cases, business problems to solve in a commercial way to startups and AI organizations in India, so that it's a good positive circle that gets developed in creating new solutions and products.
Last question on India approved 4 more new semiconductor projects. How do you see AI and semiconductor missions complementing each other?
Of course, it's very, very important to have a thriving semiconductor industry within the country for sovereign independence. We know that how the semiconductor supply chain can choke progress in this sector. We also know that today many of these supply chains are becoming not just commercial but geopolitical weapons. And I think from that perspective, building the industry in India is very important, but it is also a little longer term play, right? And semiconductor value chain is a very varied value chain. And I think what India will have to do is to balance between what we develop here today and making sure that we are able to partner for the other elements with the global players, right? So we'll have to do a fine balancing act there.